Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Inside Makeup Podcast, where we talk about everything makeup and beauty related. I'm your host, Gurpreet, and I'm back again with two guests. I feel like two guests is quite a fun, so I think this is going to be a reoccurring thing. But I'm really, really excited to have these two people in the studio today because they're both hair and makeup artists, but I've become quite good friends with them both. And I think in this industry, it's hard to find very genuine people. So yeah, I'm really excited to dive into conversation with Amar and Melissa.
Hello.
Yay.
Hi.
Oh, it's so awkward. I'm the only one that ever comes.
Okay, we'll clap for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, both of you, I feel like, have become really... You're very good friends of mine, and I feel like it happened very organically, and it happened like it wasn't forced or anything. And I think, yeah. So thank you to both of you because you both helped me out as well.
No, thank you to you too.
Yeah.
I don't even know how long we've known each other for. Melissa, I think I've known you longer.
I think so. First off, like Instagram DM and stuff.
Yeah, we were pen pals, I think.
Yeah. DM pals.
And then, but I love doing bookings with you. Yeah. I feel very comfortable doing bookings with you. And Amma, I just recently connected with
Yes. DM first.
you. Yeah,
and then
pen pals again.
Yeah, pen pals. And then Melissa and myself, we DM to see each other in bookings.
Yeah.
So you guys have met?
We bumped into
Yes,
each
we
other.
bumped
Yeah.
into yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, fine. I was gonna say this is the first
A few
time.
times.
A few times, yeah.
Oh,
I suppose because I'm east and you guys are west, so we don't get to see each other as
that's
often
another
as
thing.
Yeah.
You're
we
based
should
in
really.
you're based in Ilford,
Yes.
which is annoying because it's so far.
I know it's annoying that you guys are based here because of the traffic this morning, but
Oh gosh.
Yeah, no, it
We
is
say the
bad.
same for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 year, and I was constantly in East London. All my bookings, because I did loads of photo shoots in East London, so
Oh.
everyone thought I lived in East London. So all my bookings were in East London. And after that year, I was like, I can't do this. Because you know what I started to do? I used to stay in hotels the day before.
yeah, because the commute is awful. Like
It's so bad.
It is. I mean, I don't mind doing. I do get a lot of bookings in West London, but I don't mind doing them early morning. Early morning,
I've
you know,
noticed you
40,
travel a bit
50,
more.
yeah, 40, 50 minutes is fine, and you're back. You know, you're back on East. I'm back on East Eye way before the traffic even starts. But midday bookings, you know, unless there's a good few,
No. Yeah.
Then, but you know, it's very difficult for that commute, like 2 hours to get there for, you know, one hair and makeup and
Yeah.
2 hours back, sometimes more. It's a bit difficult. It's quite taxing.
This brings me on to the next point. You know, clients, I feel like they complain about how much we charge for travel, but I feel like we should voice the reasons why we charge travel.
I think even if we do, it still never amounts to as much as we should be charging.
Yeah, 100%.
I think
Yeah.
so. But I know some artists that do charge quite a fair bit, and I understand why. Yeah, because we have to take into consideration insurance and then the car itself, petrol. That's one side of it. But then also the time, like you
Yeah.
said, for a booking.
Sometimes it's not even the mileage. The mileage is like, you know, for example, 16 miles just to go to Dartford, for example.
Yeah.
But it could take up to 2 hours to get there.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of factors involved.
Yeah, some Saturdays I'm on the road for like 4 hours.
And
And say
it
I
shouldn't
charge
be
like
like that.
60 quid travel for
And you
like
think,
20,
oh my
15 or something per people. And it just doesn't add up for being in the
No.
car for 4 or 5 hours. Yeah.
And the thing is that, and also that kind of puts you in a situation, if you stick locally, you miss out on other potential very
Yeah.
good bookings and meeting lovely clients.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And
it's
artists.
And artists as well.
Because our job is very lonely.
Yeah.
And I think that's something people don't talk about. I feel like everyone glamorizes the late nights and, you know, driving and this and that. But I mean, I don't know about you, but I've been doing it for 6 years, I think, full time. And I've had a lonely journey, not going to lie.
Yeah,
I've only-
it is lonely, but I don't really mind. So, but it is hard. I mean, I suppose it's nice when we get to meet clients and clients become friends.
That's it, yeah.
That's what's really nice about the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, then you
I
think,
agree.
I don't mind traveling, I don't mind doing this, because we do really meet lovely people.
Yeah.
And they do
And-
become friends.
Yes.
They do.
And the thing is, when we glam them up, they are so appreciative, and just giving someone that confidence is, you know, it's all worth it, isn't it?
That's why I love it. It's not just the physical side, like the hair and the makeup side. It's how you're making that person feel.
100%.
We all have insecurities. There's not one person that doesn't.
No.
So when you're able to tap into that and then make them feel good about it, that feels good.
Yeah, I always say to my clients, like, make sure you text me tomorrow. Let me know how it goes. Like, I want to know, like,
I
people
love
like their look
that.
or how their event went. Because you sit with them, you know they're nervous. People are cancelling on them while they're, like, getting ready.
This is another thing,
Yeah,
cancelling.
and you just want to know, like, how did it go? Like, did everyone love your look? Do you know what I mean?
And also, can we do anything different? You know, it's
When you have
learning.
repeat clients.
Yeah, like if someone said, oh, you know, this happened or whatever. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really happen, but it's always good for getting feedback, because it only betters us as makeup artists and know what other people want and, you know, what's going on in their mindset. I've become much, much more aware since I've been doing this.
How long have you been doing it for?
4 years. I thought it was 5,
wow.
but it's
It was
actually,
longer.
no, it's 4 years. I trained with Deal in 2020.
Deal with Daru.
And then I started, I'm sure it was March 21.
And
Yeah.
oh my
But
god.
it feels like a long time.
Yeah.
It feels like I've been in this forever.
That's
You've met a lot of
amazing.
people in those 4 years.
Yeah,
I
I was
have.
gonna say it feels like you've been around for a really long time.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know what it was. I started and I hit the ground running. You know,
No,
touch
that's
wood.
good. That's
So,
your hard work.
yeah. So you know, yeah, it's been a busy 4 years. Like,
Well, you're doing it. Well, all three of us do it full time.
yeah.
Melissa,
That's
how long have
unusual.
you? How
I've
long
got-
have you?
About 10, 11 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is unusual to be doing it full time because everyone does it as a side hustle.
Yeah.
I don't know how they manage, really, honestly, like with the full-time job
I
or
think the
part-time and
constant
doing this on the
messages
weekend.
and-
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I suppose because we do full-time, like I do get a lot of bookings in the weekday, but
Loads.
you need like 2-3 days to recover. But in the summer, we don't even get that, do we?
Mondays are the days where you're just like this. Like a
Yeah.
zombie.
Do you know, I don't understand. When I look back at the summers that we've done as makeup artists, I look back and I'm like, how the hell did I do that?
Awake for 36 hours.
Oh, gosh.
I'm like,
Driving.
oh my God.
You do, also, you don't eat properly either.
No, this is a really
You
bad
lose a
thing.
lot of weight during the summer. Like
Or
you
gain
feel
weight because it's just fast food.
You know, it's just that one
drive-throughs.
Yeah.
Drive-throughs, because you can't think about going home and making a meal. Oh no, I can't.
There was one. She's a repeat client of mine, and this is the first time I ever met her. And I got them ready, and then they were just having like blonde hair. And then they were like, "Oh, you have to sit with us." And I was like, "Oh no, don't worry about it." They were like, "No, you're going to sit and have breakfast with
love
us."
it.
And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I literally feel like I'm part of your family now. I sat there having breakfast with people I've never met before.
I went to a client and they had samosa ready for me.
That's
Samosa and
nice.
tea. Isn't
You
that
know,
so
when
lovely?
people, it's the little things.
Yeah.
Even if you just offer and we decline, it's just nice that you've offered. It makes us feel comfortable as well.
Just have with a glass of water. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, that's enough for me. Like,
Yeah,
Some people
that's
don't
really
even offer
nice.
that.
Yeah.
I know.
Will that please?
I know some people take their own like water and food and stuff like that. I don't have time
I think it's
to
enough
do
thing
that.
to carry.
I
Yeah.
do take a coffee on the long mornings.
No, that's fine.
That's about it, really.
I
Because
leave
you
it
know,
in the
it's
car though.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's this thing. It's another thing to carry. You've got your chair. You've got your 3 cases.
Do you guys take a chair?
I don't
No,
take a
you
chair.
don't.
I do when I have like more than 2 makeups in one hit. When you're back to back, and like sometimes you don't know what the table's going to be low with this. Put your stuff here,
It is
and the
better.
chair's low. Your back starts to hurt.
But then-
Taller.
So
Yeah.
I just keep my my chair in my car. If I find the seating position's not very good, I'll just go back to my car and
Oh,
take
that's
it
a
out.
good idea. Oh, why did I not think of that? Just leave it in the car.
Yeah.
Couldn't.
I
They're
leave
too
that in
high
the
for
car.
me.
I leave it in the car, and I've got my lovely wagon in the car as well. So if I need that, it's just there handy.
Melissa, you're like me. I'm just like, that's another. I've got my makeup bag, I've got my hair bag, and then an extra one with extra stuff.
And
That's
I'm
it.
too
That's enough
short.
for me.
The kitchen chairs, like the dining table chairs, are fine for me. Yeah.
Oh, because of the height.
Yeah, I can't do like even the bar stools. Like when I get to
Really?
hair, there's no way I'm doing that.
Yeah, hair is hard. Hair is on a normal dining chair is perfect, but
Do you know
bar
when-
stool's high.
Oh,
Chair
do you know what
hair?
I do? Because obviously I'm quite tall.
Yeah.
I have to do a deadlift and then do makeup.
Okay.
Not a deadlift. What's the thing where you?
Squat?
It's all sorry, not a deadlift. What the hell? Like a squat, but
Yeah.
with arms back, and I put my left hand here,
Yeah.
and then I'm doing makeup.
Ah.
Then your back doesn't hurt
Oh.
because the chair for me is just too faffy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, not a deadlift.
It's
I
fine.
can't imagine myself doing makeup like that.
Yeah, it's
I've
not
seen some
bad.
makeup artists like sit down, like they have a chair
can't
and
do
then there are
that.
their
I
clients'
can't do
chairs
sitting
like
down.
that.
That's
and then they're doing
awkward because then you have to get up to go get the products again as well.
Yeah, and also you need to look at different angles.
It's got to be like the makeup's got to be right under your nose. Sort
Do you
of thing.
guys take a table as well?
No,
Yeah, so I've seen some people do that
I've
as
seen
well.
that as well.
I don't-
Maybe
that's-
in the future.
leave it in the car.
You need
Leave
an
it in the
assistant. For this stuff, you need an assistant, I think.
Yeah.
People, they complain about how much makeup artists charge, but there is so much that goes on behind the scenes to prepare for that one booking. It's unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
And also, cost of living every year is going up. Like, so we have, I'm sorry, Estee Lauder double wear used to be £29 once upon a time. It's like 30 something now.
Yeah.
Makeup
Everything's
is
gone
so
up.
expensive. Skincare is so expensive. And we also want to just use the best of the best as well as makeup
Yes.
artists.
NARS has gone up a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I
What,
think
the
it's gone up-
foundation?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yep.
£10 in the last few years, I think.
Yep. It has.
Per bottle, if you think.
I tend to stock up on all the good stuff. You know, if there's a sale.
Black Friday's good.
Yeah, Black Friday, I stock up because I know I'm going to get through all of this stuff.
Because we don't have the pro discount. Can someone give it to us, please?
I've actually got NARS and Charlotte Tilbury. They're quite easy to get.
Not
I've got
for
NARS
me.
now. I've got
Oh, you
NARS.
got it?
Yes, I finally got it.
Because I know you were emailing them.
Yes, I
I'll
finally
help you
got
out.
NARS.
I should do that then.
We'll sit down and do it one
Yeah,
day.
that'd be really
I've
good.
tried and I've given up now.
No, I'll help you. I've had it for a
So-
few years, and it's like 30% I get.
Yeah, I get that. You know what? It makes
Really?
such a difference.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah.
That would be really helpful because I've just given up now.
Because it, all of that does make a big difference to us because we go through it like water, don't we? Like foundations and stuff.
What are your favourite foundations? We'll start with.
NARS.
NARS,
Ah,
long wear NARS.
Yeah.
It is just so good for our Asian skin.
It is. And
It's the colours.
Most of their formulas are really
Oh,
good.
and it lasts. It lasts so well.
And it's good for all age groups.
100%.
That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Um,
And buildable.
And yeah,
Yeah.
I thought you got. No, I know you like. No, I thought you were going to say Mac. I don't know
No.
why.
NARS. I'm a NARS girl. I do carry MAC. Sometimes MAC is suitable to some skin tones.
Some people specifically ask for Mac.
Yeah. So it's good to carry that. And, and also if someone's got an allergy to MAC, then
Yes.
you've got NARS.
That's
Then,
very
so
common.
You can, you should have a couple different brands, I think.
What do I keep? I don't keep MAC foundations. I keep NARS, Giorgio Armani. I love Giorgio Armani.
Yeah, that's really nice. I've used some clients said, do you mind using my own foundation?
And it's Giorgio.
Oh, Giorgio Armani's beautiful.
I've got a few Illamasqua bottles. Do you remember Illamasqua?
Yes.
Yeah, skin
I used to use Illamasqua
Yeah.
and Il Maquillage. People love that foundation.
I've not tried that one.
Same. I haven't, but a lot of my clients are like, oh, because I always ask them, what do you use on a daily basis? Or what do you
Yes.
use for events? Just to gauge what their makeup will look like. And so many people say Il Maquillage. And
That's
I'm
the one
like,
where they
oh.
kind of shade match you, right?
Yes, they shade match you, and it's but the coverage is supposed to be really good on that.
Yeah. I think it's quite thick. Like even with Charlotte Tilbury, the matte finish, I do love it, but I have to mix it and water it
Oh,
down a
that's
little
just
bit.
too matte
Because
for
it's
me, that.
very, but it's also very borderline cakey, I think. So for younger skin, it's fine.
Yeah.
But as you get older, obviously skin changes.
Yeah.
But It Cosmetics is another one I use,
I've not tried that.
I've not tried it.
Am I wearing
cosmetics
it
at all.
today? No, I'm wearing NARS Sheer Glow today, actually,
Oh, there
funny
you
enough.
go.
Yeah, no, NARS Sheer Glow was amazing.
I've got NARS on. So yeah.
But they don't do NARS Sheer Glow anymore.
I think they do, don't they?
They brought it
I
back.
think they've changed something, haven't they?
The
Because I only get
formula.
the long wear.
They've got the
so-
radiant one now.
Yeah, the radiant wear. So I normally get the long wear. Do you get the long
Same.
Both radiant and the long wear.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think the long wear is just so good, like especially like for when clients they're getting up so early, getting ready. They've got the whole day to go, and it doesn't move.
The matte one's a bit too matte for me. You know their matte formula.
Oh, the NARS one.
Yeah, it's like a round bottle, but
Oh, I haven't tried that one.
yeah, it's quite matte.
Oh,
So yeah, long wear I feel like is fine.
It's
And
just
most
perfect,
people
isn't
have
it?
Dry skin.
yeah.
Do you know I don't keep any matte foundations apart from the Charlotte Tilbury one in my kit because like with NARS longwear, I feel like you can mattify it.
Yeah.
You can.
Do you have
It's
double
so
wear, though?
versatile. I don't keep double wear in my
Because double
kit.
wear's a good matte one, isn't it?
I just don't. I never go to it.
See,
Ever.
I had 2 bottles of like double wear, and I never got on with it. I just it
I
was
think you've got to
matte
have really
and
good skin for like a really matte finish.
double wear.
You can't be too
Younger
dry.
skin,
Yeah.
early 20s. In your 30s, you can't. Like, I actually don't like wearing heavy foundation.
No,
It needs to be very sheer. Concealer, I'm still loving.
See, I don't wear concealer on a daily basis.
I'm
No.
Oh,
Whenever I do my face,
really?
no.
so I'm wearing the Huda Beauty concealer as a foundation, and it is just
Oh.
so good. Yeah,
But it looks like you're wearing foundation.
no, it's the faux filler.
Do you know that is a bloody good
It is
concealer?
brilliant. I use it as a foundation now, but I always use Tarte under my eyes because We do have our early mornings, and I've noticed my dark circles.
But it's like a semi-matte finish. So does it not dry under your eyes?
No, I use tart under my eyes.
Wow.
But you've used the Huda concealer as a foundation.
As a foundation.
Yeah.
Just dot, and that's it.
Have you tried the new Huda one? I haven't.
I haven't, because I haven't got a good colour match at the moment. So once I do...
Oh, you've got the old packaging.
Yeah.
I've got the old packaging.
No, I haven't tried the foundation. This is the new,
The new concealer?
Yes.
Oh,
so
I've
it's
got the
not a new
old Huda
foundation.
concealer that I'm
No, I've
still
got the
using, the
new one.
tube.
It's brilliant.
I know, I've heard good things.
It's really, really good.
Yeah.
But the Hourglass concealer is meant to be really good as well.
Yeah, so I used to work for Hourglass. Did you know?
No, I
Yeah, I
didn't
used to
know
work for. I loved it. That's how I got introduced to Hourglass as a brand,
Oh.
and I fell in love. Their concealers are very, very good, but you need to use a very small amount. People are swiping it on. Look, it's very, very, very thick in its consistency. It blends out beautifully. It's really hydrating, but it doesn't work for some people,
Okay.
which is really weird. They say it's crease proof, and when you set it really well, it is quite nice, but I wouldn't layer it. I know some people layer it. I think Manisha said she layers it, London Beauty Stylist. I personally don't, but it is a good concealer. But I really like Too Faced House Labs. Too Faced is a concealer that I consistently use. I don't even use Tarte that much anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got Too Faced and Tarte in my kit.
I love Too Faced. Have you tried Too Faced?
I've not tried Too Faced at all. I've only used their palettes.
It's hydrating.
I
Yeah,
might-
you like their palettes, don't you?
Yeah, I might give that a go.
Both of your guys' eyeliner looks really nice.
Oh, thank you.
Which are you using liquid?
Yeah.
Are you using
Mine's
liquid?
liquid.
I don't wear liquid eyeliner anymore apart from in shoots.
I feel like
can't-
this wing is just my
yeah.
signature for years. Like, yeah.
No, your makeups, both of them look really
I
good.
can't use gel on myself, but having said that, I use gel on my clients. Obviously,
Is that-
because of hygiene reasons.
I was
you
gonna
take it
say,
out.
yeah.
So I never use liquid on them, but I can't use gel on myself. It's so strange. What I can do on myself, or what I could do on clients, I can't do on myself.
Don't you feel like, I feel like first I started really good at my own makeup, and then since I've been doing other people's makeup, like I really struggle to do my own.
I think maybe when it comes to our turn, when it comes to my turn, I don't know.
patience.
I ain't got patience.
I
for
can't be
myself.
bothered.
I'm not.
I literally can't be. It's like I don't enjoy doing my makeup because I feel like I'm always glamming other people up. So when it
Yes.
comes to me, I'm like, ugh,
Yeah,
I can't
exactly.
be asked.
But you
So,
feel
yeah.
good once it's done. but I
Yeah.
feel like
It's the process. It wears us down.
But we don't really wear makeup often.
I don't.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I don't really wear it when I go to bookings either.
Oh,
I
never.
mean, the odd time I've had to, if I've got a function to go to
Yes.
after, then I'm all ready. And I'm like, I don't normally come like this. But, in the
Do
morning.
you find it makes a difference though when you do glam yourselves for bookings, because they might turn around? This happened to me. They'll look at me and they'll be like, "I want what you're wearing," as in face wise. Has that ever happened to you?
No.
So
I've
sometimes
had people that know me and have seen me like glammed up before, and they're like, "Oh, I like how you do your makeup."
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. So
Yeah.
pictures and
Yeah,
stuff.
not on the day, not there. No, not on the day. They've seen pictures, same with myself.
Yeah.
Like on my Insta, and then
Yeah.
I probably really like the way you do your makeup, or it's
Yeah.
very soft, or
It's such a compliment when they look at your page. It's like, that's the look that we want, isn't it?
yeah.
No, I love that.
Yeah, and when they put it as their DP, I
Oh,
talked
yes.
about this the other day, like your makeover on their DP. I'm like, oh, that's sweet.
I've noticed you get a lot of repeat clients.
Yeah, I think so.
I've
Maybe
noticed
local
that.
ones.
Yeah. There's one person that you do. Oh my god, you do her makeup. You do everyone's makeup really nicely, but she especially.
You'll have to tell me who it is.
I'll tell you
Show me.
afterwards. But you post her a lot. Her
Oh
hair,
yeah,
her
I know
makeup.
who you're talking
Oh,
about. Yeah.
she looks so good always.
I love it when the client's got a similar style to me, like outfit, jewellery, and then when we kind of click about, let's do that hairstyle, let's
Yeah.
do a middle part, or let's have a
Yeah.
nude brown lip, and you're like, you really get excited
Yeah,
about
you
it.
get in. Oh, that's another thing. We all do hair.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's another rare thing
yeah.
because not everybody does hair. Do you
I
guys
fe-
enjoy doing hair?
I love it. I love both. I
Oh,
love
okay.
equally. I do get a lot of clients saying, "What do you like more? Do you like hair? Do you
Yeah, I
like
get that
makeup?"
question.
But I equally like them both.
I think for me, hair gives me that mental break, whereas I'm so concentrating with the makeup. Hair just lets me just go with the flow.
True.
Yeah.
That's such a good point, actually.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I get booked for, let's say we're doing a booking together and one of you's doing all the makeups and then I get to do all the hair, I do quite enjoy that because then you can just focus on just doing the hair. But when it comes to makeup and hair, some days I prefer hair, some days I prefer makeup. But I do really enjoy hair because it is quite difficult.
And it's just totally different to makeup.
Yeah. and you can really transform someone's look with hair.
Yeah.
Whereas with makeup, there's only so much you can do. You can add extensions, wigs, pieces, things like that into the hair.
I love it when they've got like clients got really short hair and they want a big updo. It's like, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I can do that for you.
Yeah, because then they're like, oh my God, how the hell did you do that?
Is that all my hair? I'm like, no. Like, but yeah, you can do so
But then it's
much.
nice when family members are like, is that your hair? Because that means it looks good.
Yes.
Like, it's not
Yeah.
obvious.
Oh my God, I do.
And I think we all take pride in our work. That's one thing. Like, I can't take hair when it's done and there's like strands flying out here or there. Oh, that's a bugbear for me. I love it just to be nice and neat. Unless it's a messy updo, that's different. But it's nice so everything's in its place. I don't like pins showing.
I think I'm a bit too neat. So when people ask me for like a sort of messy boho updo, I really struggle with that because I've always been taught to like have everything in its place, no flyaways.
Are you self-taught?
No, I have done a few courses, but now like I've done like the odd master class, but now it is just you just try and do.
Oh, I
it.
didn't
Just
know
do.
that.
I think as we get more and more hair to do. We get just practice a bit more.
It's practice.
Your hand just opens.
It's practice.
And you just sometimes you start. I don't know about this about myself. I'll start with something in my mind and it'll end up totally different. It just depends on how your hands take you. What
and
happens.
what the hair is like. If it's thick, thin. So two people can show me the same hairstyle, but it won't look the same at the end.
No,
because someone might have really thick hair and the other really like thin hair. Yeah, you could put the odd piece in, but it's still and the colour. Like if one's got black hair, the other's got coloured hair. The coloured hair might look a bit better.
Yeah, because of the highlights.
I've seen some pictures of some people's hair when it's been done, and you can like the colour match has to be similar. Or let's say, for example, like both of you have the colour in it. If, for example, I can't find extensions that colour, then just go with the root colour at least, because then it somehow matches a little bit. So you have to always keep these things in mind. But some people don't even ask for pictures before. They just rock up at the booking and they're like, right, what would you like? And I'm like, that gives me anxiety.
Yeah, I always carry a variety of colours, but I do
In the car.
No, in my case, and in the car. So I do get pictures from my clients just because you need to know what you're walking into and what are their expectations, because you want to meet their expectations.
Do you find that sometimes some clients, they'll send you a picture, but then when you see their head, have you ever said to them, look, something like this isn't exactly possible, but I can do something like this?
Yeah. You just be honest with them. I'll just say, look, this is it. The picture you've shown me, the person's got, for example, a full head of hair, and whereas yours might be a little bit thin, but I'll just do something as similar as I can, but I promise you it'll be really nice. As long as they know, I think the more information we give to our clients, as long as they know, then there's less chance they're going to be disappointed, or they've got a vision in their head that this is what I want it to look like. But if we don't understand that vision, then that client's going to get a bit disappointed. Or if we don't explain ourselves, this is what we can do, this is what we can't do, and then they kind of know, and it's a conversation that takes place.
I think sometimes with hair, it's whether they're going to have a junny on their head or not.
Yeah,
so you can't have like a really messy curly one if your junny's going to go on your head.
I always say that.
I always say that as well. Don't have a messy updo, because when your junny comes off, it's going to look even more messy.
Yeah, I always say that actually, because at the beginning it'll always look really pretty.
Yeah,
I did a bride the other day, and the photographer, whilst he was doing the junny shots, he put this junny on again and again, different ways, over the head, over the face, and I was thinking, if that was a soft updo, it would have been a mess by now.
Yeah, because there's yes, we use very strong hairspray, but at the end of the day, hair is hair.
Hair is hair.
Like if you move it too much, it is gonna move.
Just like wind.
Yeah, exactly.
If we had the wind like that we've just had.
Oh my God, what kind of hairsprays do you guys like to use actually?
I use Tresemme, the number 5. It is brilliant. So
I'm shocked at that.
When I trained with Tina, she recommended that.
Oh, so you trained makeup with Dill and hair with Tina?
Tina, yeah.
Oh, fine.
I was already sort of semi-okay with hair.
Yeah.
So it was more sort of the tips and techniques, which were fantastic.
Tina's amazing.
Oh, she's brilliant. And so she recommended that, and even in the box that she gave, that was Hairspray was in it. So I've tried other hairsprays, but I always go back to that because one, it doesn't go white, it doesn't flake, and It is windproof. It is everything proof. It's brilliant. And
have you tried the yellow one, Schwarzkopf silhouette one?
Yes, I keep that in my case as well. But
that's not the got to be, is it?
Oh, sorry, got to be
the glued one. Yeah,
the glued one. That's very good.
I think everyone needs a bit of that in their case. Yeah,
I find, you know, when I do, like, when I'm curling someone's hair and I use the Tresemme, it holds better than the got to be.
Wow, that's very interesting.
I think I've only ever bought it, but I wouldn't have bought the number 5. I think I'd have bought like a third, because I do like a flexible working hairspray. Glued would be the final touch.
Yeah.
So what do you keep?
I keep anything, mostly Schwarzkopf or
I like Schwarzkopf.
anything flexible, honestly.
So then if you need it to like hold in place, then do you just use the flexible
glued.
in between?
Yeah, to keep in place, I would set it as well. Like, say if it's like a vintage from the front, all inside would be like a flexible hairspray, and then the outside.
This is so interesting. I love asking people what's in their kit because it's always so different.
I know. Can you imagine if we all put our kits together?
Yeah.
We should do that.
We'd have a few staple items though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the got to be. I think everyone just keeps that as a bit of a safety net in their hair kit.
Yeah.
Try the Tresemme. Even that's very flexible
And
as well.
number 5.
It's brilliant.
Wow. And it's flexible.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Try
interesting.
it. Let me know.
Yeah, I will actually. I use a lot of Colour Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you like? I don't use their hairspray as much anymore. What do I use? I use a Silhouette Big Bottle Classic. Because you go through them so quickly, so I just take the big bottle everywhere. And there's a black one that's like extra super hold, and there's the white one that's flexible. I use those two, but
I think as makeup artists and hairstylists, we kind of get used to a product that we find that works.
Yeah.
So it's also good to try and like to exchange notes, isn't it?
I've got these Kirby grips, so I get the extra long ones, and then when I run out of them, I feel like I can't do anyone's hair without it. Or if it's a certain hairspray that you use, and you're like, oh my
That's
god,
your
I've got bigger, how am I
safety
gonna
net.
do it?
Yeah.
When you was probably doing it for 2 years without.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
that's so true.
Yeah, we just find out what we're comfortable with, isn't it? And it works.
That's so funny because I have certain things like that as well in my kit. I don't necessarily use it, but it just makes me feel safe.
Yeah,
like
I feel like I need certain things, and if I don't have it, then I'm like, how am I going to get through this booking when you probably did the last 5 years without it? Yeah,
that's so funny.
Like, I remember when everyone started using the sponges.
Yes.
Well, you're newer than me, but
what, the
first
makeup?
It was just all brushes.
Oh yeah,
and then when
yeah.
Everyone started using a beauty blender, and say for one booking I didn't bring a beauty blender, I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to do the under
Do you guys
eyes?
use beauty blenders?
No, I use brush.
What about you?
At the end, just to get the last few creases from the under eye, I do like using a sponge. Not really anywhere else on the face, but just, that inner corner.
A sticky relationship with beauty blenders.
Yeah, I don't use them. I think the way I was taught as well was with brushes. So for me, I was a blank canvas.
Okay.
So
That's interesting.
I've never used beauty blenders.
What about those puffs now? People using those.
I use those, the little triangle. That's really good for under the eye.
I can't believe we used to set our under eyes any other way.
Yeah, that is absolutely brilliant. All up for smile lines.
Yeah. They are actually.
They're
good
handy
for
to keep in your bag.
100%.
I give them to the client, and I'm like,
so
you're
do
gonna
I.
sweat because it's the reception. So, and I always say you can just put it in your bra,
Okay, I don't say
whip it out.
Maybe that's the line we need to use.
Because some of them don't have bags. Like, where am I going to keep this? I'm going to quickly interrupt the podcast now because I really want to show you guys this new product that I've got called the anti-humidity spray. It's for the hair and it's from a brand called Static Jam. Now, they kindly gifted it to me and I have been using it, and I have to say that I really, really like it. And you know what I like about it? It's not only an anti-humidity spray, it's also got a heat protectant in it as well. So it's like a 2-in-1. So it's super, super handy, and I am absolutely loving using it. So guys, go and check out Static Jam. Do you know, I really wanted to ask you guys, because I feel like we might share a lot of similar struggles with this industry. There's one thing that is like a reoccurring thing for me. It's like when you tell clients to be awake at a certain time and then you rock up, and obviously I don't know about you, but I set aside 15 minutes just to set up. So then let's say it's a party hair and makeup booking, so it's 1 hour makeup, 1 hour hair depending on the hairstyle, and then 15 minutes to set up, because then when they're faffing around you can just pack up, that's fine. But when they eat into that 15 minutes, like, do you feel like you have to then rush? Has this ever happened to you?
Yeah, it has, but for me, very rarely.
Yeah.
So same like yourself, I always let them know I'm going to be arriving a few minutes early to set up.
Yeah.
And that's like, they've got a few minutes to get their outfit on, get their jewelry ready, if it's not already ready, because I do state that, get everything ready before I arrive.
Some people just don't do it though.
No.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
And it's...
Or they're like, oh, can I go make a cup of tea? And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I'll just set up.
Yeah.
It's difficult to say no, but it's like 1 minute is 1 minute, 5 minutes. Like it really makes a difference.
Especially when you've got back-to-back bookings and then you've got the additional issue of traffic.
Do you know, I don't do back-to-back anymore.
I always have a good gap in between.
Yeah.
Like, I can
that
say I'm
gives
never
me
really late.
anxiety.
See, I allow enough time, so I do a lot of back-to-back.
Okay.
And so I manage my time really well.
Yeah.
And especially with locally, you know, it's going to take me this much time. But even if you get there a few minutes early, it's fine. Like, you know, clients don't really mind.
I'm always early at bookings and I'll sit in the car.
Yeah.
I'd rather sit in the car and wait till the time than get there even 5 minutes late. I know it's not a biggie, but to me it's like, no. I could have done a lot in those 5 minutes.
Yeah. Even for me, getting somewhere late just generally is just such a bugbear for me.
Yeah.
I can't handle it. I'm time punctual.
Yeah. No, I get you. Have you guys ever had any other experiences similar to that, like in bookings?
Oh, when you go to hotels,
Yeah.
like you can only get so far until reception. I'm like, yeah, you can go. And then people haven't woken up.
Yes.
I think the longest I've waited is an hour and a half.
Oh,
What?
no.
I waited an hour and a half.
Oh, my God.
For a bride or a party booking?
It was party clients. Luckily, I still, like I did say when I got into the room, I was like, I'm probably going to have to miss out someone's hair or something now. And I still managed to get it done. Like, I don't know how. But yeah, I did wait an hour and a half, and I have waited an hour, 30 minutes. And I think hotels are the worst because you can't physically knock on their door.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
I have waited outside someone's door before, but this was a bride when it was like the changeover.
Oh, yeah.
So that was fine.
That's why
but...
I prefer receptions on a different day.
Yeah.
There's no pressure then.
Oh my God, having the wedding and reception on the same day, like, I don't know how they do it as clients because they have
It's
to get
hard.
changed, wash their face, get ready, but if on a separate day, it's like fresh, you can get ready again nicely.
And I
Like,
think you can enjoy both.
Yeah.
They're both of the ceremonies, like the wedding ceremony and
And
the
you're not
reception.
tired. Because then I feel like you've been up probably since 3 and the bride's probably going to sleep around 2, 3. I think it's worse on the
Always.
bride and the female.
I wonder if
members
the
of
brides actually ever really enjoy their wedding day. Did you guys enjoy your wedding days?
It's a lot.
It is a lot, right?
You don't take it in. It's afterwards.
Yeah, that's
you
what
think.
everyone says.
There's just too much happening.
And you have just the pictures and stuff to... Because obviously as the bride, as both of you know, you have to obviously wear the outfit, the jewellery, the everything, and you're worried about that. So you don't really get to enjoy...
Oh no, you probably don't even eat a lot. Like I was probably really hungry because everyone else was just
I
eating
think it's
and stuff
nerves
for your
as
own
well
thing.
because it's your big day. The nerves kick in. And obviously you don't want to fall or trip as you're walking into the Gurdwara.
Yeah.
There's a lot of factors, and I think
skirt.
there's a lot of factors involved.
Oh my God, that's so true.
I do always say to my bride, like, do you want to eat something? Like, while I'm doing your hair, just please eat something.
Eat something.
Yeah. Or go to the toilet. Yeah.
I had this one bride. Actually, shout out to Harmony because you're amazing. I did Harmony's hair and makeup for pretty much everything. So from her engagement to her pre-shoot, to, I did everything. And then we actually, we just loved getting ready together. So we actually set aside a little bit longer than I would normally say. And on the wedding day, we actually set aside some time for her to actually go and eat as well.
Oh.
So if you can do that, I think it does make a huge difference because then you're not rushing the morning and you're eating, because eating can make a huge difference. Then you get a headache and then, and then we also had time for pictures because we actually did sort of like a timesheet to say we're factoring in all these things. So if you can do that, it's amazing.
And stick to the times.
You don't get hungry.
Yeah, honestly. Stick to the times. That's a big thing. What about you? Has anything ever happened?
No, I've actually been quite lucky.
Okay.
I've been quite lucky. So my last bride I did just 2 weeks ago. Yeah, she was running a little bit late with the photographers, but in that time I managed to get something to eat. They invited me to have some dinner. So I had some dinner.
Oh,
so it was
that's
really
so
nice. Yeah, it was
nice.
really nice. And she was ready on time and everything because I'd allocated enough time. But yeah, it was all
This
right.
is the reception change.
Reception. So it was bright. The ceremony in the morning. And then I went and did a couple more bookings, went back, and then it was reception.
Oh, that's nice. I do like that when it's a little bit like chill.
So I managed to have something to eat, which was quite good.
Oh, I love it when I've had a few brides when they're in like hotels and they're like, just eat something, just order, whatever you like. And they genuinely mean that as well. So then you do, and it's nice. Like, thank you so much. Like, this has actually helped me get through the day.
Yeah.
Because we're on our feet.
We don't have time. We don't have time to think about ourselves.
No. So when you have that in between time,
then sometimes I get offered hot drinks and stuff, which I love. I love a good cup of tea and stuff.
Yeah.
But it will just get cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't want to leave
that
it there.
always happens.
Are you used to drinking cold tea?
Yeah, I was going to say that.
I just say no because I it needs to be piping hot. So
I'm so used to it now being cold.
No, I get what you mean, because people are like, oh, you haven't finished drinking, and it's like, don't worry, I'm gonna have it.
I will chug it cold. Like, I won't just leave it there because that's not nice.
Yeah, you feel a bit rude, isn't it? Because they've been so kind enough to offer you a drink, and
this is the nice side of being a hair and makeup artist. When you meet people like this, it is actually really. I get, especially when they're repeat clients, I get really excited to go to their house then, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is fun.
You kind of like, you get to know them, you get to know their family. Yeah. It's very comfortable.
I think it takes the anxiousness away. Like if you've got a new client which you're not sure about, and it's early morning, different location. I feel like I get nervous. So if I know I'm just, it's this regular client, like, I'm like, excited, like, what are we going to create? Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you're right, because we're going to people's houses in the dark, and some areas aren't that safe, let's be honest. And when you're not able to park right outside their house or something, it can be a bit daunting.
That's a bit daunting.
It is quite scary. And I've had a couple of incidents. This is not to do with hair and makeup, where I've been followed, or I was in my car and somebody tried yanking me out of my car. And so I'm very like on it when I go to bookings now. And I do try to say to people, is it okay if I just park in your driveway? Or you know what? Sometimes I don't even need to say that because I've already done it. Like I had this one booking and I did the mum and the bride, and I did her for her daughter's wedding and her son's wedding as well. And I literally just became part of their family. And she's like, you're like a daughter to me, so I'm going to look after you like one as well. And I was just like, whoa, like, this is so nice.
For wedding days or juggles, I try to park outside, just outside.
So you don't get stuck.
You don't get locked in.
My God, that's so
I'm already
true.
thinking, like, okay, so if I turn the car around here, and then I can get out that way.
Because after the photographers come, or the people come to drive the
someone.
Then you're stuck. And it's like, I've got to go to my next
And then it's like, say if you're like 3 cars like backed up and you're like, who do you ask?
Yeah.
Melissa, that's actually so true. Or I'd always take my shoes off, but I always say to them, can I just bring the shoes in the room? Because the amount of time someone else has worn my shoes.
No way.
They put mine away, literally.
Oh, I've never had that. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, it's coming. It's going to happen at some point.
It'll happen now,
It's, now that we've spoken about it. But it's so funny because you're like, oh my God, like, where are my shoes? And they're trying to look for them and they can't find them. It's so funny though. It's a bit of a laugh. Yeah. This is the fun side of
the fun side of it.
Yeah, I think we experience things that a 9-to-5 won't experience. Look how many people we meet. We meet so many different people.
I like to think I remember everyone, but then there's the odd time, like say if I met them at a hotel or something and they're from a bit further away, I probably won't remember them, and I feel really bad when they're like, oh, you did my makeup.
Yeah.
But then when they pull me out the picture, I'm like, yeah, I remember that. And that's so nice, like, I've done that hair. Yeah.
I get that. It actually happened to me a few weeks ago. Someone came up to me and they were like, oh my God, do you remember me? And I was like, I'm really sorry, I don't. And she's like, oh, you did our hair and makeup for my sister's wedding. We have the dog. As soon as she said dog, I knew exactly what she was talking about. I was like, oh my God, I remember. Because obviously people look different as well when they're not in Indian attire.
Yes.
And I think sometimes if you remember them with their makeup on.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's such a good point. I didn't think of that.
So you forget how they look. Sometimes I've forgotten already how they look after the makeup, or like if I've met them first time. Yeah.
And it's the same for us. Like when we're like, I don't know about you, but for me, like when I'm dressed up and someone sees me, a client's seen me at another function, oh my God, I didn't even recognise you because you've got makeup on.
Yes. I've had that before, actually. I had
but
that.
We don't look like this at 3 a.m. on a Saturday morning.
No.
We all said that really fast. My signature is my hat, a woolly hat or a cap. I always have to wear a hat. Like,
I'm just anything comfy.
And trackies,
Yeah, trackies and trainers.
And my glasses.
But I've seen some artists 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and they are done up. And I'm like, hats off to you, because they look fabulous early in the morning. And I'm like, I don't know how you did that.
There'd be more
You look amazing.
that have like maybe two, 3 people. Have you seen others?
Yeah, I've seen others. Yeah, I've seen others.
As in non-bridal artists as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that too, actually. And then I've asked, like, oh, are you going somewhere after? And they're like, no. Like, this is just,
Yeah, some people do like to take like a lot of pride in how they look and how they're presentable,
which I think is nice.
Which is a nice thing. But I don't think I could do that in the morning. It's too much.
No,
because you need
my
about
skin couldn't handle it from say 3 to
That's
4.
true, actually.
Yeah,
because both of you guys have really good skin, actually, as well. And that's also the make. Do you find that makeup sits differently when you take care of your skin?
Oh, I'm a bit
Really?
I'm going to be honest. The only
God.
thing I ever use is Palmer's cocoa butter.
Oh,
I've been using that since I was
is that even meant to be on your face? I thought it was a body butter.
No, I've been using it since I was 13 years old.
Wow. Oh my God, you told me this.
Yes.
Yeah, but look at your skin, and it's glowing.
Yeah, that's probably a bit of makeup, but
it is
Palmer's cocoa butter. That is what I use.
Under the eyes?
Everywhere. Face and neck, everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, everywhere.
Okay, wait. Now you need to take me through your makeup. So you put that on.
Yeah, and then I put so I always start with my face first.
Yeah.
On clients, we start with their eyes.
Eyes.
I do eyes.
Okay.
But on myself, I always do my face first, my base. So just put off the cocoa butter, just going with my foundation.
So no primer, nothing.
Nothing, and it doesn't move. It doesn't. It doesn't move.
Butter. I thought that was more of a body butter thing.
Your face must smell good.
Well.
Oh.
It
does smell good.
Yeah, it does smell lovely. I think also because I do have dry skin, so it's super hydrating. But I've tried other stuff. It just doesn't match it.
But obviously on clients you don't.
Oh no, not on clients. I use the Bobbi Brown.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I use that. All the Embryos. I use those two are my staples.
And what do you use?
Release,
Same.
I can't even pronounce it properly.
I thought I was saying it wrong. Yeah, I don't know what is the right way.
I'm going to go with Melissa's.
Release?
Yeah, I'm going to go with yours. the E one.
Yeah. But I don't use the Bobbi Brown. Do you?
Used it,
it's brilliant. You guys got to try it. It is absolutely super
why
hydrating.
is it better than Embryolisse?
No, they're both different.
Okay, fine.
So they're both different. So I can't even explain it. But when I look at someone's skin, I think
richer, like the Bobbi Brown.
Yeah, and it's a bit more perfumed as well. So sort of like on mature skin, I try to use the Embryolisse. Yeah, that one. I use that one, and sort of like younger ones, and I use the Bobbi Brown.
Because
I think it just sits better on younger skin.
A lot of people, like even when I do photo shoots, everybody uses Bobbi Brown.
It's brilliant.
Then Charlotte Tilbury's really hyped up the magic cream, so then I'm like, I don't know.
I'm not. Her eye cream is really lovely.
It's too heavy,
and it's heavily fragranced,
and that doesn't suit a lot of people.
And it's very expensive.
Kind of like a water-based cream or a gel-based cream as well.
Who, Charlotte Tilbury?
No, just generally my kit for more oilier skin clients.
Oh, yes.
You don't want anything too rich on
I use the Glow recipe one, you know.
Do you? I need to
I've got that. I've not tried that.
For oily skin, because it's very thin.
Yeah.
But it's hydrating.
But I find, the two that I've got, they work on all skin types.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. And then
if someone said they had oily, would you use?
So I still use I use the Embryolisse, and then I use Embryolisse. And then I use the MAC anti-shine primer on the T-zone. And that's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. Yeah. But, let's be honest, even if you've got oily T-zone, it does show off that you do have to have a touch.
That's why I always give a powder puff.
Yeah. So.
Or what I do sometimes, I'll do that powder trick where somebody's got really oily skin, and I'll moisturize their face, and then I'll prime it, and then I'll put powder, and then I'll put foundation. Or is it what do I do? Do I do powder then primer? Something like
powder
that.
In between, I think.
Yeah, it's powder in between. I haven't done it in a while, and then you put foundation. That does actually help lock in the oil.
Yeah.
To be fair, and also Krylon paint sticks. Divine.
I haven't used them for years.
They're divine for oily skin.
My first
I use them all the time.
Foundations.
I use them all the time. Not a lot.
Do you
just a little bit.
The hand, like if you happen to touch, they really
they're
imprint.
a bit melty though.
I don't use it on its own.
Yeah.
I have to mix it. I do mix it and then apply it. But if somebody's oily or they need, I wouldn't put it down here. I use it more on the sides of the face. That's what I like to do. I don't do it on everyone. Obviously see the face and see.
Yeah.
But some people might need that extra coverage here. And I personally don't like to put, I don't like to spot conceal. I find that doesn't work that well on some people, but the Krylon paint stick, and then when you mix it with foundation, it works really, really well. Little trick for you guys as well.
I dug it out for ages, like Krylon stuff. I was using the Krylon orange corrector.
Oh yeah.
That's brilliant. Yeah. The one of the little Oh, it's brilliant.
Little refill things.
I have the paint stick in orange.
Oh, do you? They do like little refills, but they last ages.
They do.
Yeah. Why do you like those ones?
It is so good to cover.
It's just a good coverage.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good coverage.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I thought there was, because I know there's so many color correctors out there. Like I do like to use the Huda one.
Yeah. So for me, I use the Krylon one and the Huda. So those two are my
As in, you use both of them?
No, not together.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Kit, but those two are the best.
Yeah, because Huda one's very watery, so it's good for people with dry skin. But I guess the Krylon one seems a bit thicker.
Yeah.
So it's good for people who have
it's like a cream,
oily
like a nice
skin.
thick cream.
Kind of like the paint stick, but in orange. Yeah.
You know, for new people who are getting into the industry, all this must be so overwhelming for them.
I don't know, but I feel like there's so much now online, like tutorials and things. It's a lot easier for them as well. Like
I think it's a double-ended sword.
Makeup artist or hairstylist just by watching and practicing.
Oh yeah, all these new makeup artists, I feel like they are all self-taught.
Like we had to learn tips and tricks and what contouring was. Now everyone, like kids, know what contouring is. You know, they know like all the best. Oh, I want this lip mask. I want this.
12-year-olds and 18.
Skincare. Yeah,
I think it's much easier for them.
Yeah, whereas we had to learn what primer was.
I'm glad we had to learn what primer was, though. I'm so glad we were brought up when we were brought up, where makeup, we used to get it from magazines, like the lip gloss from the magazines.
There's nothing better than like you have to practice. There's no shortcut. There is no shortcut.
But I feel like if you're they're starting, like my 12-year-old, she's really good at just doing her face. If she wanted to do like a quick look on her face, like a little hobby thing, she's really good. And I did like pencil eyeliner at 15. That was my first makeup. And a bit of lip gloss, clear lip gloss. Whereas she will know how to do a full face at 12.
Wow.
So you think by the time she's 20, her skills, so if she did want to do makeup, would be way better than me at 20. Yeah.
But also the makeup style might change by then as well. So
they will keep up.
It's evolved so much.
You've got social media. You can't really not follow any trends.
You can't. No.
Well, you've been doing it the longest out of all of us. So when you first started, do you have any advice for people?
Oh gosh, I would say keep practicing.
Posting, on different, because I feel like people are really good at doing their own face, but they might not be good at doing other people's faces.
It's so different.
It's
so different.
Yeah. And everyone's hand is different.
Yeah, and no face shape is the same. Skin tone, skin condition, it's all different. Everyone's different.
Do you think if you hadn't trained with Dill, you could still be a makeup artist? Do you think you could have learnt yourself?
No.
Interesting.
No, I was a blank canvas.
So you literally knew nothing about...
I didn't even know what, when he said, do you know about these brushes? I'm like, no. He goes, he said, pick up a fluffy brush. I'm like, which one's that one? Yeah. This is how much I did not know.
But that's quite nice, because then you're literally absorbing new information.
Yeah. So I didn't have any bad habits, if that makes sense. So he kind of trained me in the way he wanted to train me. And I've just carried on. And then obviously you pick up your own, you have your own signature style, don't you? Yeah. So that's your kind of foundation. And then you kind of build your own signature style. And he taught me bridal, but I do soft glam. So
which you kind of learnt yourself then? Yeah.
You kind of how to what you're comfortable with, and obviously it's what do people want. So I find now there's nobody really wants heavy glam.
They want heavy eyes.
They want your style though.
Yeah, they book you for your style. So mine is very soft glam, and so that's the kind of clientele I get, which is soft glam.
Yeah, but I feel like you could also do heavy.
I can if they wanted to.
Yeah.
There's no problem if they wanted to. I can do that.
I suppose it's what you enjoy doing the most as well.
Yeah, I don't really. It's like, do I prefer hair or makeup or heavy or soft? I don't really mind.
You're versatile.
Yeah, I quite enjoy doing whatever the client wants. I'll always do my best.
You're soft glam.
I feel like, it obviously has gone with the trends a bit. I feel like a few years ago we used a lot of smoky under eyes, a lot of highlighter, whereas now, even on my own face, I don't use highlighter, and a lot of brown in the waterline. So I don't really use black anymore, unless it's like a classic
dark
bride,
brown. Actually, looks lovely.
It does.
I like black on a reception.
Yeah.
But on the wedding day,
but it has been softer. My brows have gone a lot softer. I don't really like.
Do you know sometimes
heavy brow.
people are like, oh my God, we love the way you've done our brows. I'm like, I've just groomed them. I've
Yeah,
actually not
yeah.
filled them in.
Yeah.
Brows
think,
very
yeah.
soft.
Very soft. They shouldn't be the focal point of anyone's face.
No. Whereas it was a trend at one point.
It was a trend.
the dark eyebrows. Well, I have a little surprise for you. Well, it's not really a surprise. I do a quick fire round with everybody, and you guys don't know the questions.
Oh, that's cheeky.
Oh my God, your faces. It's actually not really makeup related.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, just it's a bit different. So I'm going to ask the questions, and then who should I start off with? Who's more comfortable going first?
I don't mind. I'll go first.
Yeah,
I'll ask you guys the same questions, but you answer first,
Okay.
and then you.
I have time to think.
Okay, fine. What's the first thing that you do when you wake up?
Take my thyroxine.
You are.
Literally the first thing.
That's the first thing I do.
Amazing.
I get up, take my tablets. Because if I don't
Oh,
take them,
wow.
then I will forget.
Oh, okay, fine.
And then I have to leave half an hour before I have any caffeine. So as soon as I wake up, my eyes are still closed. Pop
That's
the
a good idea
that's
then.
it.
Okay, I get that. What about you, Melissa?
Switch my alarm off.
Oh, that's a good one. I think we all do that actually.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Chai.
I used to be a coffee drinker, but because I have psoriasis, I'm now having to have tea because it's less aggressive on the skin. Okay, if you could travel anywhere right now, where would you go in the world?
Chamonix, south of France.
Ooh, I
That's
don't
my
hear a lot about.
That's my favourite place.
So you've been there before?
5 times. I
Oh,
will go
bloody
there in a
hell.
heartbeat. I love it.
Oh, wow.
I love it. You need to go there.
South of France is meant
It's
to be.
just absolutely the most.
Oh, wow.
It's just beautiful.
Is that where you went recently?
No, I haven't been there for a few years. Where did I go recently?
Did you post anything, or am I getting you confused with someone else?
No, I did a photo shoot in Peak District.
Oh, that's
It looks
fun.
a bit
Probably
like
some nice pictures.
Yeah, it's Peak
Yeah.
District. The south
Peak
of France
District.
is my favourite place.
What about you?
I think anywhere right now in Europe with a nice Christmas market. I would like
Oh, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
feeling that vibe actually.
Yeah.
Warm, cozy hat, gloves, scarf.
It doesn't feel like
I wonder.
Christmas. It doesn't
It's
feel
not
like
cold
Christmas.
enough, to be honest.
What, this year?
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like Christmas.
I think since COVID, it's never really felt the same, to be honest. Pre-COVID, life was very different. I think since COVID, things have changed a bit.
And do you know what? I feel like wedding season has dragged on a bit.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm still quite busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still busy. Like my January is fully booked.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
That is
The
amazing.
wedding season has definitely changed.
Yeah. And I like that. I'd rather work in the winter than the summer.
Yeah, summers are too hot.
Just worrying
sometimes.
about my clients melting.
Yeah.
Me
And
melting.
me melting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
carry my fan.
makeup.
Do you carry a fan with you? I have a little fan.
Always.
Yeah.
I do need to get one.
Always.
It's
Oh my
brilliant.
God, you need to get
Isn't
one.
it for the clients, yeah? Or just for yourself?
For myself.
Okay.
I carry
Get two.
I carry 2 just in case the battery runs out on
Oh,
one.
okay.
What's one thing you can't live without in your daily routine?
Coffee.
Oh, wow. Okay. That was a fast response.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know if you was talking about makeup or just life in general.
Anything. In your
I think
daily
just a hot
routine.
drink. I need a hot drink, yeah.
Because it just makes you feel like, oh,
Hot
That's
drink.
it.
just relaxes
Hot
you.
drink, yeah.
I get that. Who inspires you the most in the industry?
I'm going to say deal.
Oh, no, I do. I like him as a person as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gosh, me.
you can say a few if there's a few.
So I wouldn't say anyone right now. Nothing particularly is coming to my mind, but I just love looking at the American Canadian brides
Yes.
and their outfits and their
Yes.
makeup artists. I feel like I take inspo from their
Yeah.
looks. Yeah,
I'm literally with you on that. I
yeah,
follow
like
loads.
the sleek hair or sometimes the big waves. and
Very
they're just-
elegant.
Their nude lips. I feel like they kind of started off this whole nude lip trend with the red bride,
Yes.
Yeah.
didn't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like Blue Rose Artistry and those types
Yeah.
of people.
Love it.
And they always, I'm sorry, but do you not think all Canadians just look fabulous?
They do.
Like, what's in the water?
They've got a really nice style,
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's very elegant, isn't it?
and not too much sometimes.
Yeah. Very elegant.
What's the next? Oh, this one. Oh, what's your guilty pleasure TV show or movie?
Oh.
If you don't have one, then what are you currently watching?
Madness on Netflix. I don't know if anyone's seen
Oh, I've
that.
not heard of that. Oh, maybe I have. Is it new?
Madness. I'm not sure. It just came up on my thing on
Oh.
Netflix. It's
Okay.
very good. It's one to watch.
Noted. Who did
My
that?
guilty pleasure is EastEnders. I've been watching it since like 2000 or something, since I was like 10. Yeah.
Well, is it true that they're ending it next year?
No, I don't think so.
Apparently, it's
Oh, I
true.
hope not.
After 40 years. I thought it'd be longer than that.
Oh, no, I hope not.
No, that's probably about right, because I remember it
think
being
it's
on
like
when I was
40
very
years.
young, and so
We all
I
watched
watched it
EastEnders.
for a good 20 years non-stop, and then I don't know, we just kind of stopped.
Oh my God, I love EastEnders. Okay, what's the best advice you've ever received from somebody in the industry? Or just, okay, not in the industry, but just in general about being in the industry?
Be yourself.
Ah,
Be yourself. Don't try and be like anybody else.
yes, I love that.
We're all unique,
I love that.
and don't ever feel intimidated by other makeup artist or hairstylist. Be yourself.
Yeah,
Be proud to be who you are.
yeah, I like that. I do like that. What about you?
I'm not sure, you know. I do think confidence is key though. And I feel like in the industry, like, even if you feel like your skills aren't like top notch, I feel like your confidence will play a big part.
100%.
Because I think my skills were good, but then my confidence lacked.
Yeah,
Whereas
I've
I'd
been
say
there.
you really need to work on your confidence
Yeah.
and know your worth. As
And
well.
don't compare yourself to other people,
Yeah.
because
Do
it's
not.
very
Hard.
it's very easy to do that, and
Very
we've
easy.
all done it, I think.
We've all done it.
And we all will continue to do it because it just happens.
It's just natural.
Yeah.
We're human beings.
Yeah.
But don't compare yourself, honestly.
No. This is why, like, just be who you are, and you know your stuff. We all know our stuff. We're good makeup artists. We're very
we
good
are.
makeup artists.
We
Our
are.
work is good. And, you know, I'm super proud of myself. And
No, you should be.
You know, the same with you guys. We've all done really well.
Oh, I love this.
I know sometimes we forget how far we've come.
Yeah.
Like people actually are like, I want
Yeah.
Gopri, I want Amar, I want Melissa.
Yeah.
Like they know they want us, and that's really sweet. Like
Yeah.
I was
Lovely.
thinking, like my inner child would be like, oh my god, I get
Like
to
we're
jam
actually
people up.
doing it now.
Yeah.
We get to be
Yeah,
creative.
that the inner child thing.
Yeah.
That's so true. What's your favorite way to unwind after a long day of bookings?
A nice pizza.
Ooh.
Recline in my sofa and watch some TV.
Okay. Oh my God, I hate pizza. I do
It's
not.
fast food.
I-
I can't be bothered to cook.
Oh my God, I hate pizza. Chips. I'm a chips person.
Okay.
Give me
I could
chips.
be chips or pizza, but I think I might go with pizza. I'm gonna go with pizza.
I think any takeaway and just
Yeah,
TV.
literally.
Takeaway and TV, yeah.
I don't know what it is about takeaway, but when you've had a long day of bookings, it just hits differently.
It does.
And you need it, like Saturday night.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, what's one piece of advice you'd give to your younger self or somebody who's starting out in the industry?
I have to think about this one. Do you have an answer first, Melissa?
I think just practice, and again, like your confidence.
Yeah.
And I think be true to yourself, like you
Yeah.
said.
100.
That's actually the biggest thing.
I'm gonna echo what Melissa said. Practice
Yeah.
to younger self. Yeah, you gotta believe in yourself. Look, if you don't believe in yourself, no one else is gonna do it, right?
But also, I'm just going to say something. That's true, but also be respectful of other people in the industry.
100%.
There's so much disrespect that's thrown around in this industry. It's happened to me. I don't know if it's happened to you guys, but just be respectful of one another. Like, that's a big thing. Be very mindful of what you say to people, how you conduct yourself. Like, you know, it all matters.
It does. It really does. And just being professional.
I think not even to other artists, even to clients. Like
Yes,
people are
100%.
quite rude to their clients.
I've seen this, you know. And also there was, story time quickly. I had this one client and she basically booked me. I've done her makeup loads of times before, but for this particular wedding, she was like booking different people for different things. She booked me last minute in the end, and then I just asked, I said, like, what happened? It's such a close wedding. And she goes, oh, the makeup artist cancelled on me last night. And I was like, oh, okay. And she goes, but I've seen her stories and she's actually ended up coming to the same wedding.
Oh, wow.
And I actually didn't say anything. I just stopped the conversation there, and I was like, what the hell?
But have you? I've covered many a cancelled client,
Yes, I have as well.
like last minute ones. Like, oh, please.
I understand that this happens. And I understand that, yes, you try and find somebody else and sometimes it can't work out for whatever reason. But I think cancelling the night before, unless you're ill or something's happened.
It's got to be something serious for me to do that. Like, I've missed, we've talked about this before. I've missed family weddings, family functions,
exactly.
Socially we miss out on so much.
Yeah.
I cannot justify cancelling a client because I've got a function to attend to because the client booked first.
I missed my little boy's Christmas concert the other week.
Oh,
yeah, because my client had booked in her job.
See, you can't do that because we take our job seriously.
Yeah.
And it is a job.
It is a job.
It's a job. Like people think
job.
it's a career.
It's a career. It is.
And hats off to all three of us for doing it full time, especially. Yeah. Like it's hard. But I know some people who no, I don't know some people, but I've seen some people who have cancelled because of these things. But I mean, imagine rocking up to the wedding and seeing your client you've just cancelled on.
I always think, how do I want someone to treat me? If that was me and my makeup artist did that to me, I would not be impressed. So I've always tried to, since the day I started, my main thing is just treat people how you want to be treated.
Just be kind and
Just
nice.
Be kind.
But I've got to say though, like, I wouldn't cancel on a client, but the clients also shouldn't cancel on their makeup artist. Don't be late for us and we won't be late for you.
Yeah.
You know, I think it really works
both ways.
Yeah.
I've been quite lucky. Like I don't really have that many cancellations, and I think it's obviously when you take deposit as well that really helps. But yeah, I've been really lucky.
I do always send a contract out as well.
Yeah, same.
Some people only send contracts out for bridals. I do it for every single person. It's a bit longer.
T's out.
Yeah,
but it's better. You cover yourself, and the client also knows what your do's and don'ts are as well. So there's that mutual respect.
It's very it's just professional as well, isn't it?
100%.
Okay, one last question. Describe your perfect self-care day in 3 words.
Sleep.
Yep.
Coffee. Sleep.
Yeah, I like that. What about you, Melissa?
Maybe
probably just having a quiet moment like for you.
Going out, and
because you're quite busy with the kids. Yeah, having a laugh. Yeah, making time for yourself.
Yeah, and I do make time for like my friends and family. So I always like that, like meeting up with someone that you haven't met for a while.
Well, what are your Instagram handles, guys?
Mine is Amar Beauty London.
Okay.
And Melissa Lal MUA.
Melissa Lal MUA and Amar Beauty London. Melissa's based in West London, but she does travel. And Amar's based in East London, but she also does travel. Thank you, guys. We could have rabbited on for it.
Yeah. We could have
a lot longer.
Like we didn't cover anything that we talked about.
I know that we actually said that this is what we're going to talk about in today's podcast. But this is what I love about podcasts because it's just a conversation, and this is the way it was meant to go today.
And it's just super relaxed. So
we just had a good chat. It's just a nice chat.
Yeah.
And all three of us get along as well, which always helps.
Definitely.
But that's the end of the episode, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to follow all of us on Instagram and follow myself on YouTube as well. I'm going to put all of the handles down below, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.